Hey guys, this is Unit 1, Lesson 4. EQ is how can we apply the properties of integer exponents to generate equivalent numerical expressions. Learning target is I can simplify a given exponential expression by applying the power rule of exponents. Alright, so the two verbs in our learning target are, again, we're going to simplify expressions, and we're also going to be applying a rule, and today's specific rule that we're going to learn about is the power rule. So far we learned product, quotient, and now today we're learning the power rule. All right, for the brain starter, it's asking us to expand each of the following powers. We have x to the fifth power, so that means it is x times x times x times x times x 5 times. 5 raised to the third means 5 times 5 times 5 3 times, and now 3 raised to the second power raised to the fourth power. So that means we're going to have 3 raised to the second power 4 times. And then we're going to get into this kind of example a little bit more into depth on the next slide. So we see the same exact example from the brain starter. So if we were to write it out again, we would have 3 squared, Now, each of these really mean that in each parentheses there's 2 3s. So there's 1 parentheses, 2, 3. Those are the 4 set of parentheses. All right, and in the end, our final answer is that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 3s, so that means 3 raised to the 8th power is our final answer. All right, so just like we did for the product and the quotient rule, we're going to have to try and come up with the pattern ourselves. We notice that the base stays the same, so base stays the same. And we do what with the exponents? What could we do with 2 and 4 to get you 8? We're going to multiply them. We multiply the exponents. All right, so in this example, we have 2 and 4 as our exponents. So 2 times 4 equals 8. So that means it's 7 raised to the 8th power. All right, moving along. The question in our question section is, what is the power rule of exponents? And again, we just came up with the rule. When raising a power to an exponent, multiply the exponents. So let's come up with an example. Let's say we have 5 raised to the third raised to the 5th. All we're doing is 5 raised to the 3 times the 5th power equals 5 raised to the 15th power. We just multiply the two exponents. Let's give an example with a variable. A raised to the 4th raised to the 3rd equals a raised to the 4 times 3 equals a raised to the 12th power. All right, so in this lesson specifically, there's a CFU, so a little check for our understanding. We know that 3 and the letter N want to multiply to get you to 18. So what you could do is you can either use your simple multiplication and figure out 3 times what number equals 18, or you can do the inverse, which is 3 times n equals 18, divide both sides by 3 to get n by itself. 18 divided by 3 is 6, so the correct answer would be letter A. For work time, we are going to copy down questions 1 through 6, so the ones that I box in. There's going to be 6 problems we're going to work on. Work on those 6 problems, pause this video and copy down those 6 problems in your work time section. And then your closing is your usual closing / summary. What resonated with you in today's lesson? What questions do you still have? If you have any questions, feel free to reach out.